certain groups that rather than to sit there at the foot of the oppressor's table begging for crumbs, they empower themselves and then make it so that they're so financially strong as a community that you cannot deny them.
You can't deny them.
You can't deny them.
This is where black people across the world globally, we fail at every level socioeconomically.
And that's one of the problems I have with those people that call themselves FBA, Foundational Black Americans, Tariq Nasheed's people. I've had a conversation with, I had a back and forth with Tariq Nasheed. Not personally, but I reviewed something, I said black people in America are going through an identity crisis. They're Hebrew, they're ADOS, they're FBA, they're Muslim, they're all of these things, but then they're African American. They've got so many different facets to them. Identities. And I said, it seems like they're going through an identity crisis, right? So Tariq Nasheed came out and reviewed the video and said, oh, this guy's British and this guy's...
I think I saw that video.
Do you know what I'm saying? And all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, look...
If you're, but in their head, sorry to cut you, if you're not African American, you're against them. So if you're a real African, the life of somehow colonialism has affected African Americans more than actual people in Africa. And if you're British African, you're from the Queensland, so you're...
So there's this idea of who's the bigger victim here?
Yeah, basically.
It becomes a victimhood Olympics, doesn't it?
Exactly, victimhood Olympics.
Who's winning? And that's what I'm saying. I think African Americans, and correct me if I'm wrong, I did a video saying black people in the UK have one foot in another country, at least.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? If you're from Zim, you've got one foot in Zimbabwe. If you're from Nigeria, you've got one foot in Nigeria. If you're from Jamaica, you've got one foot in Jamaica. You've got somewhere to go if the ish hits the fan over here. I said, African Americans don't. They've cut all their ties and said Africans are this, Caribbeans are this, blah, blah, blah. So they've got nowhere to go. And I'm saying, so when that shit goes down, you're going down with it, bro.
I think even Africans who usually travel to, let's say Nigerians, for example, would usually travel to the West, either America or the UK, and their experience of schooling in America compared to the UK is unquestionable.
Yeah.
Like they all say growing up in the US school that they were just bullied, they had big lips, your hair, from other black people.
Yeah.
From other black people.
Yeah.
So those same black people want to grow up and then say, well, I'm African American. Okay, in what way? Because the people that you're supposed to be looking after, you bullied. And now you're looking for a home and there's no home for you. So what's going on?
Well, this is the thing I've always said. Like, that's one of the things I always say. I want African Americans to prosper. Like, I want black people around the world. I don't care where you're from. I want you to prosper. But it's like, if you're gonna like hate on other black people from around the world, I'm just like...
Makes no sense. Because what, you want to be the bigger victim? That's our generation though, isn't it? Everybody wants to be a victim of something. Because it alleviates yourself of having to take responsibility for your own actions.
Tell them, Eddie.